book and movie review, and I saw the movie, I think last Sunday, so the weekend it came out, and I really liked it. And I know I mentioned that last video, but I wanted to just kind of broaden my spectrum on why I enjoyed it so much. But first I have to clear up a couple of things. The first, you've probably noticed that I've kind of changed scenery. Like, you probably see my really messy bed behind me. And where I usually film is in front of a window, but it's nighttime right now. And plus the window distracts me. Like, someone will walk by with a dog and I'll have to cut out like 20 seconds of me being like, a dog. I'm so glad you can't see my room right now. There's literally like piles of clothes right here. And my ukulele. That's not the point of this video. Alright, the second thing is I am sick right now. Funny story, I tried to record this video a day or two ago while I stayed home sick. It ended up not working because I said the first word, hello internet, and my voice just cracked. It was the most hilarious thing ever. So right now, this is my friend, and this is my friend. I love you. I basically just wanted to clear that up of why I look kind of terrible or sound terrible, and also I moved. I know that can be kind of anxiety-ridden for some of you for that to happen. Anyway, Warm Bodies review. Overall, I think the book gets a 5-star review, and the movie, probably 5 stars too. It's a really good movie. It's one of the better ones I've seen, which is kind of lame for me to say because I don't really like to go see movies. My friend lent me the book because I didn't have it, and I was like, I need this before I go and see it. And I wasn't allowed to read it because my mom was kind of like, zombies are bad. So I read it in about a day without my parents knowing, and then I was kind of like, tee hee hee, guess what I just read after I finished it. And so it was really good. I really liked a lot of the aspects of the book. I think that the book was very well written. The only aspect I wasn't too peachy keen about was the one where Perry and him kind of had some sort of communication, and this confused me from the beginning. I understood the part where he would like eat the brain and then get the visions and things, but it started getting weirder and weirder. Like, he would have dreams with Perry in it, and they would literally have conversations, like talking to each other as if it was the present. And I think that was just awkward and weird, and I don't really like when it goes back and forth between being a reality and then kind of like more of a hallucination type feel. That just confuses me, and I will end up getting lost and being like, what? Thing about that though is it was not in the movie, and so I'm very grateful for that because it spared me a lot of confusion. And I don't know why I keep saying and is a transition word and should not be used at the end of the sentences. I need to not be sick anymore, that would be great. So I went and saw the movie last weekend, as I said, like twice or 3 times, or you get the gist of it. I think you know when I saw the movie by now. Going into the theater, I was a little bit nervous, to be honest, because I was like, I don't want to watch R tearing open someone's scalp. Is that the right word? Skull, not scalp. And I was just kind of dreading, like, I don't want to see anything nasty. I have food here. And to be honest, it wasn't graphic at all. Like, in my standards of being graphic, it was okay. And it never really showed, like, gruesome body parts and stuff like that. And so I was really glad. I think this is one of the best book to movie translations I've seen in a long time because it stuck to the plot really well. I think my favorite translation... No, I'm not going to go there. There was one thing that annoyed me about both the movie and the book, but I believe it's probably the book's fault. The whole book, I'm like, alright, he calls himself R, that's the only initial he has. At the end of the book, he's gonna remember his name, and that'll be like a happy moment for me because I'll finally know his name. Doesn't happen. He doesn't remember his name, and he wants to be called R for the rest of his life, which kind of made me upset. I was like, really? I had all that anticipation for him to be able to remember his life as a human, and none of it came back. So maybe we'll get a glimpse of that in the next few books. I don't know. There were a couple things that didn't go as literal as the book did. For instance, in the book he had a wife and kids, and in the movie that was never pointed out. However, there were a pair of kids that you kind of see reoccurringly. actually had no point to be in the plot other than if you read the book they had some kind of significance. But I absolutely loved M in both the book and the movie. I think in the book, since he had a lot more fruity language, he was a little bit more sassy and I loved him a little bit more there. But I do think they did him justice in the movie because he was absolutely hilarious and I loved the actor. I have no idea who it is though, I'm so sorry. Speaking of casting, I think they did an amazing job. You've heard me spiel about Nicholas Hoult before, and if you haven't, don't go and look for it because it's not pretty. I think he actually did a really good job. His facial expressions were priceless, and let me tell you, Teresa can cry. I swear, every scene she's in tears. And oh my gosh, I would literally watch it being like, how can that just be an automatic thing for her? That's so raw and so right of her character. As soon as I get the book somewhere, it is going on my shelf and I'm going to probably read the rest of the series because I heard it's going to become like a trilogy or something like that, which is awesome. I can't wait to see what's in store for R and Julie. Thank you for watching. I hope this wasn't too random for you. It feels like I'm dying, like my pharynx. Isn't that like a body, like, throat thing? Your pharynx? I don't know. I'm getting crazy. I'm gonna go. Ooh, one last thing. I'm running out of hand gestures, and I feel kind of weird because new people who watch my videos just watch me do this at the end of videos, and it's not that attractive. So, is there something else I should do instead of hand gestures? Because I'm kind of running dry on those. Okay, bye guys.